Leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, they circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Live here on Strong Island TV in beautiful Massapequa, New York.
Hi, Mom. I made it.
Paradise Studios.
We got off your volume.
We have a. We're not live tonight.
Yes.
We may be live, but we're recording. We may not be live. So if you tune in, I don't know if we're live or not. So you got to figure it out. You got to figure it out.
If you see us moving, perhaps we're live.
Yes, and if you call in, if you call in and nobody answers, maybe we're not live.
If you have the ability to reverse time, just call in a time warp, you'll be fine.
Pat Marone is making meatballs tonight. He is not here.
Yes.
John Santa was home practicing some new
Impressions.
new impressions.
Yeah, is he impersonating a father and actually watching his children?
Could be doing that. He's probably watching football.
He's laying in bed. He's doing a Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Ah,
but
excellent
but
reference and
very
Paul,
good, very
Paul,
timely for a change.
Paul, just made that up.
Very
I always
timely.
reference to Paul because he's the one who's going to.
Yes.
So
filling in for both.
Filling in for this is how talented this man is on.
he's got so much talent
on my left.
2 chairs.
And here's what I want to start doing at Laughter Saves Lives Live is I want to start using more of the amazing comedy talent in Long Island. Long Island has some of the best comics. We're going back 30, 40, 50 years.
We're not starting with tonight, but
No, we're starting tonight. We're starting tonight. Paul has been on the show already, by the way.
That's right.
And
times.
a lot of our viewers have said, why don't you have Paul Bond on the show? So he really didn't make too much of an impression the first time. But we have him back. We have him back.
Hi, everybody.
In fact, what was very funny is
It's
the
a
last time
pleasure.
we had him on,
Yeah.
we had on Kevin Shea, who
my
donated
God.
parts of his body, travels to other countries.
War
and
hero.
and Paul
Paul fed a cat that day, and Kevin Kevin donated his feet the night before.
right.
Paul was
the guy's
coming
got
in-
no liver, but
talking about his cat rescue and felt very.
He was out doing
Paul, move a
this.
little to your left. Let's just center this a little bit.
Yeah.
So I felt bad. Now tonight, our second guest, our second guest coming in. They build homes. They volunteer their time and build homes
I'll
for
leave.
disabled.
I can leave.
So
I don't have to be
again,
here for
once
that.
again, Paul Bond will leave and go right to the bar. Right to the bar. My life. Meow.
Maybe Steve will leave.
Steve will leave. Very
Oh,
good. Very good. So
what?
a few things
That's
I want
in
to mention.
seven. We
That
wanna
was beautiful. A few things I want to mention.
What?
Number one, I don't want to forget I'm traveling tomorrow. I am flying tomorrow. I'm going to Austin, Texas to teach for Homeland Security.
Wow.
I know, I don't look that smart. I'm going, and I get the day before I travel, I get all worked up.
I know.
Like,
I do too.
I got to make sure I have enough underwear, and what am I missing? It's always the same stuff. Like,
right, because you can't go buy any because Austin's like a third world country.
Yeah, where are you traveling to? Rotunda?
you know what I mean?
Austin, so you're right. No, I can buy on these out there. We go to Walmart first thing anyway to buy chemicals for the class. You travel a decent amount, no?
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
you get like that before
I
you
do.
travel?
The day before, I'm like, is everything in order?
Right.
Are the cats going to be fed? Is my wife going to be fine? You see the order I would put that in? Are the cats going to be fed?
My wife going to be fed?
Yeah. So,
Right,
yeah.
but see, you guys are just traveling alone. When I travel, I got the whole family, and they all act like the trip is a surprise. Like, oh, we just suddenly decided to get on a plane.
Yeah, now we got to pack.
You know what I mean?
What do you think? We don't travel with our families?
I don't
Are you
know.
the only one that...
No, apparently every time you show anything, you're traveling by yourself.
I'm working.
And you're talking about traveling by yourself right now.
I'm working, though. I got to work.
That's right. And so am I.
There you go.
First of all, John, you
When I-
said to teach Homeland Security, he's got to go stop at Walmart to get his chemicals.
Right.
Well, when Homeland Security is hedged on securing chemicals at Walmart, I don't. I mean, is it? Is that where?
We're not going to use
Is that where they're
real-
selling anthrax now?
We're
in
not
the
going to
third
use
aisle?
real chemical
Right next
warfare
to the
agents
toys.
in the
Yeah.
class.
Anthrax and toys, they're right next to each other.
We're going to shut down Walmart to secure Americans.
Laughter saves lives on tour.
Yeah.
Okay, the new comedy tour that I'm putting together, which ultimately will be in theaters. It's cops, firemen, military comics. We're going to move into hopefully get some nurse, maybe a nurse here or there, EMS. But cops, firemen, military are doing shows in memory of the guys that were lost on 9/11 and because of 9/11.
I can't even be in that show.
Yes, you can.
No, and friends. We will have friends.
Right.
But
Paul, you are an army of one, my friend.
there you go. Our first show we're doing is going to be with Treehouse Comedy, March 22nd with Brad Axelrod.
Yes.
We're going to be doing it in one of the smaller rooms, and ultimately we're going to move to some theaters. But here's something really cool that we have coming up that I printed out here. That we don't have a flyer. There's the. Can you bring up the March? I always say there. It's on the preview screen. Now it's on the live screen. February. There's the flyer. We have on the first show. We have John LaRocchia when he was 12. We have John. I didn't put that picture on there.
Right.
Consoli, who was in the military and the Marines.
Yes.
We have Frank Fiella, who was NYPD.
Don't know who
We
that
have
is.
Steve Oliva, who was
Drawing a picture.
FDNY, and we have John
FDNY.
LaRocchia,
Who was FUCK? It says
who was FUCK.
What? I forgot.
And this is why we have Paul Bond on. You see, this is comedy talent. This is it, right?
Right. We can learn something from him.
Right.
Little.
So that's one of the first shows we're doing with that.
You might want
But
to pay extra attention.
what's that?
So we can learn from him. You might want to pay extra attention.
Yes, always. I'm going to have Paul because I want to headline some of those shows.
Yes.
Work on my act a little bit. I need at least a new 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my 5 minutes is good,
Wow.
but it's the last 40
the
that
other 40
that suck. It really sucks.
Wow, we got some work to do.
Can you help me?
Yeah, can
all
you
right.
not go to Austin? That's how much time we
Teach
need.
me how to play the guitar and I'll do your act and I'll be great.
Wow.
I can't sing like you either though.
Yes, you-
March 28th, Funny Bone, Perrysville, Ohio. March 29th. This is so freaking cool. It's going to be me, Oliver, Tom DiDario. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. We're going on to the Air Force Base. Free admission for all, obviously, the guys and families. Meet and greet. We're going to be, it's a Patterson Club, 300 to 400 people it's going to hold. Going to be great. You need your driver's license, and they're going to do a background check on you, so you may be out.
I guess I ain't going. That's
You
right.
may be out.
Was Tom DiDario in the force? In the,
No, that's not one of the Laughter Saves Lives on tours. I see
Oh.
what you're saying. Why did Dario and not me?
Yeah.
I see you giving the little dig there.
We're both bald. Whatever.
And then here's the kingpin? No, what's the center of the
linchpin.
trip? What's the big the big
hub.
The hub.
The hub.
The hub.
That's why I'm here.
7:30 show
Really the
on
hub.
March 30th, the Veterans Memorial Civic and Convention Center in Lima, 1,700 seat,
Peru?
Right.
1,700 seat
Wow.
theater. What is it going to look like with 50 people in there? We're going to find out.
We're going to love it.
We're going to find out. It's going to be very, and they're going to scatter them
tight
about.
camera.
Yeah.
Very tight camera. So,
There'll be an inflatable audience.
We're going out there because I taught a class for Homeland Security, and Lima is building a 9/11 memorial. The
Awesome.
town. It's a little town in Ohio, really cool. And I said to the captain, why don't we come back and do a show, a fundraiser? And this nursing home who owns this company who owns 25 nursing homes is sponsoring the whole trip.
nice.
They're paying for everything, and he even said, don't make your flight arrangements yet. We may have a private jet to fly you out.
What?
Would that be freaking cool?
Wow.
Oh, wait a second. But it's not Delta,
It's not Delta. That's okay.
right?
That's okay.
You're getting all out of sorts
I don't
now
want-
because it's not Delta.
I don't want to forget any shows. Let's show that next flyer here. January 25th.
Yes.
We have, we're doing the Mepham Fine Arts and Performing Arts. The kids from the fine arts, the drama, arts,
Yeah.
they have their own PTA now at Mepham. They want to shine a light on these kids because you have the kids that are into the sports,
Right.
right? And they get all like the recognition. And we had them on last week, in fact. So we're doing the show. We have on the show Leanne Lord.
Very good.
We have John Santo.
Yes.
We have John LaRocchia.
We do.
That's the comedy portion of the show.
And
And,
because-
then we have Frank Fiala.
Right. That's the
Who- he'll
the
be
beginner
serving.
part.
He'll be serving some
The,
hors d'oeuvres.
the Mepham custodian will be doing 5 minutes as well.
Yes.
Right. All right. So that's
What,
gonna
is
be
that
fun.
where you work?
Yes.
All right.
That's gonna be fun. Do we have any other flyers other than our guest flyer? Let's. Did we show this one? This one. Yeah. Let's show this one. March 9th. We're in Mepham. Not Mepham. Paramus.
The Channel Club.
We're in New Jersey, supporting this local EMS. It's
that's
John
nice.
LaRocchia,
Oh, that's March
Peaches
20th.
Rodriguez, Frank Fiala, and the headliner is the one and only Joseph Anthony. No. Love Joseph Anthony.
never get it
Love
on the
Joseph
damn
Anthony. So that's our upcoming
Ray
shows. I
Lake's
think we showed all the flyers. We're good. Other than that one flyer we're holding for Ray.
You better behave. Better behave in Jersey.
Thank you. Thank you. Anything you want to add about your week? I want to do my bathroom over. You were giving me some. Oh,
No, I gave you.
Yeah, that's
Frank's
what they,
birthday.
Well, it passed.
Steve's birthday is
And
today.
Steve's
That's what they want to hear. Your
Frank's
bathroom is done
birthday.
over.
We had Patty G's birthday. When was your birthday? The 5th. Everybody's birthday.
Really?
No, 5th, 7th.
You know what this tells
What do
me?
you-
I did the math on this. I went back 9 months. There's a lot of action going on at the
There
beginning,
must have been a snowstorm.
beginning of summer.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, well, some sort of storm.
Why did you go back 9 months? What was that?
You could have
Because
never.
isn't it 9 months when you're born, right? That's apparently the gestation period.
But I'm saying your 3
Gestation,
birthdays
nice
were very
word.
close together.
Gestation period.
Your 3 birthdays were
Thinking
very
maybe our
close
parents
together.
are.
What are you, a bird?
I'm
you
sorry.
can't use that
Paul,
word.
I've been watching Discovery Channel a lot.
We just went our.
You need to get a hobby.
What is the other event?
Oh,
March 3rd. I think I invited Gina and Vinny. I think March 3rd is going to be Johnny L's 60th birthday
I
roast.
thought this was
Oh,
it because
man.
you sent out the invitation.
I screwed up. Gina
know what?
told me too. I
When
screwed
you
up.
finally figure out the remote control on the television, then we'll let you use
I
Facebook.
said tonight was the event.
He sends out an invitation to everybody at 1 o'clock in the morning.
And the only people that were responding that were going right away, who could go with short notice, right?
Where?
Who could go to an event
Well,
if you tell them 5 hours
That was
before?
everybody's out. Nobody
everyone?
wanted to go
All of
I
anywhere.
us?
know, but only one person said he was going tonight. Evan Weiss.
Evan
said,
Weiss,
I'm coming. I'm coming. And I felt
How
bad.
many was he bringing?
I responded to Evan and I said,
You-
I responded to Evan like this. He goes, I was going to come. I go, you got to be invited.
oh.
And there was a long pause, and I go, you were invited.
Oh.
I felt bad. I go, you were invited.
You know what I call him, right? Even worse.
Even that's not nice. That's not nice.
So, yeah, so
I'm kidding, Evan.
Yeah.
March 3rd is your
March
roast.
3rd, we're going to do a birthday party / roast. Open the doors at 5. Food, we're going to take an optional. I was told I was going to charge. Steve Perillo.
Yeah.
Steve Perillo told me he charged for his roast.
Right.
I was going to charge. What do you think about this?
What?
Why are you holding my hand?
Let me know when you're uncomfortable. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Okay.
When your homophobia kicks in.
Okay.
ahead.
It didn't kick in.
No,
So,
Go ahead. You said,
so Evan's, not Evan, charge.
Steve Perillo. You were talking about Steve Perillo.
Yeah, I was gonna do like a Laughter Saves Lives fundraiser, and then I decided to do this optional donation. They're leaving. Look, they're leaving
Right.
already.
Well, they heard donation. They're out.
Optional donation. We'll have a raffle,
Right.
50-50. Free food.
Well, we're not putting it
For
out
the
to
Polish
everybody.
people, that's
You
not
have
the
to be
odds of
invited,
winning.
so there's no reason to put out the
50-50 is not
location.
the odds of winning.
It should be a fun night.
Yes.
But it's invitation only, and then after those 6 people come, we'll let other people indoor.
And you know, the next day is the best day to go forward.
That's-
March 4th. All right, now let's move
Oh,
on.
very good.
Let's
All right,
move on.
I tell you what we'll do.
Luckily, it wasn't
Let's
made.
bring.
I gotta be honest with you, you're better than that, Paul.
Let's bring Ray out. Let's bring Ray
you're
out.
better.
Let's do it.
Let's bring Ray out, our first guest. Ray is going to sit next to
This
Paul.
is my longtime buddy.
Long-time buddy.
Long
we're not
time
going
buddy.
to even go to a commercial. We're going to do
No.
this very smoothly.
Rumbling Ray.
Very smooth. Which way? Wait, which way? You're moving this way?
moving
Get
this
Ray
way.
there. Okay. So we
get
have
Ray.
Ray is from... Ray, tell us where you're from because I forget exactly what we were going to say is.
Yeah, what we
What-
want
what- what do you-
Organization- I'm in Lindenhurst myself, but our organization's in Copeg, which is 1 block or 2.
And the organization is a boxing-related organization, correct?
We started in 2004 with the focus on boxing for the youth in the local
youth,
area.
the youth.
The youth. You know, at-risk kids. And we've now, after 15 years, we've grown into a full fitness and wellness facility. We're downsized quite a bit right now. We're in between locations, let's say. But we started doing work with our local vets probably 4 years now.
Well, this is what one of the things you want to talk to you about. Now, what's good about having you, I know really nothing about boxing, even though a few weeks ago, Frank works me out a little bit.
A little bit.
We go to the gym, we work out at night,
don't
and I
pay him
put on the
much.
gloves.
You don't pay them. I hope you don't pay them.
No, you know what? Let
You
me
better be
explain.
doing it for free.
I am, and let me
just
tell you,
saying.
and let me tell you why. If you ever try training with him, there is enough money in the world that he could pay you. It's like training Jerry Lewis.
You could probably still get a pistol permit. I'm just
That's what I said to him. I said to
throwing
him,
it out there.
I said to him, I said, thank God you're a fireman, because if you ever had to fight, it never would have worked.
If there's any muggers watching,
Right, John's an easy target.
I
He's a
put
good
on the
one.
boxing gloves for the first time in
Yeah,
years.
it would have
All
been
right.
better off putting mittens on.
We
Where
walked
were you?
into
Where
the
were you?
gym.
Where
were you?
Well,
Crunch
just
Gym.
at Crunch Gym. Walked into the
Hey,
gym.
box?
no.
The heavy bag. That's all.
I walked in, I
Believe me.
punched the biggest guy in the gym, punched him right in the face. I said, Johnny's here.
Right.
Johnny's here.
He punched the biggest woman in the face,
And I was punching
and she
him-
still knocked him
I was
out.
punching the bag, and he was like, hiding because and some guy who was a kickboxer, whatever, he walked over to me and he said,
Get out.
Quit.
"Stop,
Yeah, get out.
I was hiding
go
behind
on
the other bag.
treadmill, stop." It was embarrassing.
I was hiding.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. I punched him
you
in the
doing it
face.
wrong?
I punched him in the face, Paulie.
Sure you did.
I did. You know what I?
He-
No, this guy, right?
And he
This
lived
guy.
it
First off, he's a little
He
off.
was
that guy.
badass.
No, that guy's
Somebody
a little,
said to
no.
me, "Don't mess with
Which
him," right?
clutch? Where was this?
He's just off.
The
In Belmore.
Belmore.
Crunch in Belmore.
So I walked up to the front desk and I said, "Listen," I said, "I'm going outside. This guy, we're gonna fight in the parking lot. Me and this guy." And the girl at the desk goes, "Oh, do I know what I'm doing."
No, this guy's completely.
Oh man,
John, I had the same reaction in a jazzercise class.
Right.
So don't feel bad.
You don't even belong in a jazzercise
I would
class,
love to.
John.
So back to Ray.
Back to Ray.
Zumba has a lot of potential. For
Yeah.
Zumba, I would love. I like doing Zumba.
I think you might. Check
I
it
do
out.
like. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I do.
Zumba.
Steve and Frank have a little experience boxing. Frank does some Tai Chi.
I do a little Muay Thai
Tai
now, but I
Chi.
Muay Thai.
I did.
Tai
Tai Chi, he doesn't do Tai Chi.
a
That's
rope.
that
I
did
slow.
some. Let me tell you something.
Muay
Tai
Thai
Chi
is
is.
the
I know it's hard, but
It's not.
listen,
no joke.
unless you're fighting a mime or a
Don't-
turtle.
Let me tell you something. Don't be
not
fooled
gonna
by Tai
work.
Chi. If you don't know, don't be fooled by Tai Chi.
I
Those,
agree.
are those
but-
the guys
Anyway,
that go like
You
this?
know, I had Chai
Yeah, they
tea
do
while
it
doing
slow.
Tai
Right,
Chi.
now that's
it's
Chai
game
tea.
During
You
Tai-
throw the hot tea in their face and
Yes,
you're in.
I had Chai tea while
But
doing
no,
Tai Chi.
I boxed a little bit when
was good.
in one of the smokers for charity with Dave Sieve.
Yeah, Dave. You got Pat
he's my
Russo.
lieutenant. I don't know Pat.
Well, Duke Schroeder was the one who started the Fighting Finest. He was the father of that whole
He's a referee,
squad.
too.
Yeah, he was a ref there for a while. He's about 83. He helped start our organization.
You want to hear something interesting?
Yeah.
All that's not coming from you.
My uncle, who was a boxer, he's 94 now in Florida, was a boxer. He was a detective. I'll move forward. Doesn't matter what you say to me, Paul. 94, was a detective. Mayor Lindsey Wagner and Beam's bodyguard.
Wow.
Was a referee for the Golden Gloves. He has some great pictures on his wall
what's
of him in the ring. Pat Masher. He's old. He's 94.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The
he has-
Masher, remember that from Bugs Bunny? The Masher.
That's right.
And
I knew his
Steve-
brother, Potato.
And Steve, I gotta pause a little more. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
another one called
That's
the
why you're here.
I'm just picking my
That's why you're here. Sooner or later, you're gonna get a good one.
I will.
Steve
Even a
worked
blind
out
dog
with the FDNY box. He helped them out, right? You helped them out. You worked out.
Occasionally, I go down and work out, and
So,
they let me
They do that every
commentate
year.
on the
I think they
fights.
still do the fire department against the.
They do. They
also
do.
it at Fell Form.
But with the smokers.
What does that mean, smoker?
I don't know why they called that, but it's a charity
They're
event.
unregistered. We have a sanctioning body, a governing body
Right.
for amateur events. So when you don't get it sanctioned, they call it a smoker.
A smoker?
And it's really, I believe it was to help raise money for the widows and orphans, and they would mix it in with. They'd always have one guy from the fire department come in against a guy from the police department.
Yeah.
Just, it'd be sort of like doing
Frank Scrappy.
one of those open mic shows where they have 18 comics, but they throw 3 or 4 good ones.
Right.
I mean, none of us here, but
Frank Scrappy.
so that's what they do with the smoker. They
So
throw
you fought in a smoker?
I only did 2. I did 2.
He wasn't supposed to.
I was
when?
in the
I mean,
underleague.
I
I was
was,
in the
It's
basement.
going to be a long
Oh.
time.
I was
No,
in the
I
vapors.
actually, I mean, it
Less
was a while
harmful,
ago,
less
but
harmful.
He
I
just jumped
started
in.
at 40. 40 years
Because you're a
old.
master now. That
So-
would be master. That's
Got
one of
it
the,
in.
Don't do it.
At 40 years old, I decided I wanted to learn how to box. One of the guys at the precinct
I'll teach you.
was a Golden Gloves. So I said, Alex, just show me a couple things. And the next thing you know, we were training for a while. And they're
I
like,
got it.
why
where,
don't you?
where do you live? If you don't
I live in Merrick.
Yeah, so you have 20, not even
Don't give me
20
your
minutes.
address. I don't know
No,
why he's
you
asking.
should come down at night.
Me?
All of you guys.
I only train in the
box?
morning, brother.
Just train.
I
You
get
don't have
home-
to- you don't have to get in the ring.
You know what it is? I don't want other people
I like
to
mitt
feel
work.
like they're not going to be able to reach my level. You know, it's,
Yeah, but nobody wants to go that low.
Anyway, you train special needs children.
I would say a lot of the kids we get are in this. They're on the spectrum. A lot of them. Most, I would say, 90% of the kids that come to us are not going to compete, but they're going to get the structure and the discipline that boxing has. So
Awesome.
it's a great sport for that. I was just talking to my coach Tom. I got to mention his name, Tom Sapphire. He's a young man that I started when he was a kid. Ironically, he's the same size now as he was when he was a kid. But we have Friday devoted to interaction and sparring. We never push a kid into the ring to spar, but we challenge them to try it. and they all get in there. You know what I mean? It's not pretty a lot of times.
Doesn't
most of
have
the
to be.
time. But 90% will do nothing more than that. Be in our facility 3 days a week. They'll train. They'll get their sweat on.
Where is it located?
We're in Copeg at 634. It's a temporary location right now. We're looking for a new home. 2 men put up some space that we could use, and we're in there. It's small.
Builds confidence.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, for those
I mean,
kids.
hey, listen. I'm not the kind of coach that is all boxing. All sports. We have a space.
What's the website for your?
bcba.info, not .com. Bravo Charlie Bravo Alpha .info. bcba.info. Everything you need to know.
Anything where you can get kids and build their confidence.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
actually did a comedy show in Virginia once. I was the only comic on the show, so it went,
Really?
but I was there all day. They didn't
Right.
tell me. It was a golf outing for the blind.
Wow, you didn't
For
see
the
that coming.
blind.
Broomch.
All right, somebody had to say it. I
Again.
did.
And
so
they
it's the
took
blind
them.
leading
I'm not
the
going to
blind.
teach you. I'm going to let it go.
It was the blind leading
They
the blind.
took them
That's-
out there, and some of them never golfed before. And that feeling of solidly hitting a golf ball,
Yeah.
you know, they stand them in front of them, they show them where it was, move their hands. That feeling, they said a lot of them just came out of that with such confidence, and it
sure.
felt good.
Sure.
But then they would have night golfing where you would golf with a blind person, and they'd have the balls that light up
Oh,
to
my.
see how it is to golf in the dark. It was a really cool event.
Wow.
It's just that it was an 8-hour event, and then after it's over, hey, let's bring up a comic.
Right. It's not-
It was
Yeah,
a long
no,
day,
yeah.
especially me.
I know.
You know.
Too much.
So now, how long have you been working with the kids?
Oh, I'm probably
Long
30
time.
years. Yeah.
How did you get started with that?
I boxed when I was a kid.
No, I meant like what made you say, hey, you know what? I want to do a gym and I want to
I-
work with the
It's
special
a great
needs. And
story. I was actually helping set up these facilities for years. I was at Westbury for quite some time. We did that club there, and I helped a young fighter from Long Island start his club. And we had a quick, not a falling out, but he wasn't as focused on the kid program as I'm like a minutia guy. I'm ADD. You gotta have it all. So I had one kid that you always have one. You know what I mean? That
change
drives.
exceptional.
Right.
There's always one.
Yeah.
You know. And this kid, young guy, was from the streets, most talented kid ever. When I left that gym, he called me. He was so upset because Coach Ray left this gym. And there's an unwritten, it would be like if you were a comic at a house, you stay in that house, you don't branch out. You don't, take fighters from another gym. It's just
Right,
an
right.
unwritten rule, right? So he called me, and I was Mark. I says, son, I'm not doing that right now. We'll be back together. And he was so persistent. I used to then train him at the local school. We'd get together. I'd pick him up. And then winter rolled in, and it was like, what are we going to do? And he was actually the catalyst for me to say, this is too important, not for me to, I got to be all in.
Oh,
You know what
that's
I mean?
cool.
Put up a shut up.
Right.
So that's when we were, you remember the first facility
Yes.
in Lindenhurst
Yes.
on top, right?
That's
That was
right.
huge.
That was huge.
I mean, I put about 70 grand. I gutted this beautiful facility like you have here, and we made 9 years we were there.
Wow.
And then we went on to, we lost the lease there. We went to a school in West Islip, which was a
That's
disaster.
right, I
but
remember
we
that
were there
one.
for 4 years, right? And then we settled right here back in Copeg. So
Now
we're going on 15 years.
the vets program.
The vets program started with us about 4 years ago when we were in the facility in West Islip. We had a full gymnasium, so we had basketball, the wheelchair basketball program. Great facility, very large, a lot of pressure to run. We're all volunteers here, so this is a volunteer agency, and it's a lot of work. So we started with the veterans programs there, and then I was like, boxing's my lane. I'm really, I love basketball with the kids, but boxing was my lane. And then we started the Patriots boxing team, came out of that. And it's a two-prong approach. I get so much blowback because everyone thinks I'm putting men that are suffering with PTSD in a boxing situation.
Right.
So you were jumping through hoops to get back to boxing.
Well, he'll get it.
Nothing.
Give him time. How long is this show?
Nothing. That's four.
you know what? If it
There's a
keeps
limit.
up, it's going to be cut very short.
There's a limit.
We can
gotta
take
put
care
a
of
play
limit.
There's
that
only
again.
so much we can take.
Right,
We
what
can
was
play
it?
that
So-
again.
So
Paul, your duds are our closers.
quickly, I know we got another guest coming up, but quickly.
Yeah, but at least that is laughter, even if it's at my expense. I don't give a sh.
So quickly, the program for we call the Patriots Boxing Program is a two-pronged program. Men suffering and women soldiers suffering with PTSD. Our center's open free to veterans whenever they come in. They come in, they go through the ranks of the training. You know what we do as fighters. Then we have a couple men. Right now, I got two great men. I got Vincent and Aaron. They are competing on behalf of their brother soldiers. They're not afflicted, so they can bring the awareness through competition. And we let the other guys work our corners with us, but they all train together. So the mission is healing, right? But there's no interaction when it comes to the boxing
Right.
with any of the subjects. But
Awesome.
they go through the same training as the kids. Everyone
Now,
trains.
now do you find, I'm sure some of the kids and maybe even some of the adults that have the PTSD have a lot of anger. Do you find, like with the boxing, because as you know with boxing,
Gets
if you
that
get
out.
angry, you're going to lose a fight.
No,
It causes it causes them to focus more and less
Today I have
less anger.
I had a lesson with a young kid. He comes from Manhasset, terrific kid, and we just talked about that. Anger is poison in sports. Passion is what we tap as athletes. Anger is in any facet of your life. You get angry on a heckler, it's over. If you don't
You're
know
out
how
of
to
control,
control
right.
that person and stay, focused. So you're right. The anger that these kids come in with, it's our job as coaches in our program and we have a saying over there. We say, "Pound it out." Pound it out, kid, pound it out. We don't take it out on our parents. We don't take it out on our loved ones. You go, you hit the bag. Well, women love it. I mean, they go, they got to deal with us. So when they touch a bag, it's on.
Right.
So we don't ever work from a point of anger. You will never hear any of our coaches when we're in the corner and you see it up smoking. That guy, you go out there and kill him. We're not killing nobody here. We're just competing. It is a contact sport. I get it. You're punching another human being. I get it.
But it's the skill.
But we're here to win.
Right. Now, do you
That
find
person is an individual like you. You're just there with intensity, excellence, and passion.
Do you find though that they're now with the training and the program that they are becoming less angry?
Sure, sure. You have a lot of successes. Listen, when you start in this kind of stuff, doing your organization, you're going to cure the world. You think, there's millions of people like us out there doing their thing. You do it with your pet rescue. There's a lot of people. And the first thing that happens when you get involved, you get too immersed and you think you're going to, and then the reality hits of the drop-offs. And, as Italians, you're emotional. You take that to heart. You get a little, you hear a story of, we lost a kid today. What, he was doing so well? So you play for the middle. You play for the couple guys like this kid, Tom, who was a student and now can run my whole facility if I didn't show up, and they pay it forward that way. But we have more successes. You're not going to get 100% success.
No,
rate.
you know what it is?
Never.
You can't be totally consumed by it. Now, at times,
I was.
and Junior Vinny, we'll talk to them about this a little bit too, because I know how she is. You can't be totally consumed because you need to do for yourself. You need to be yourself for your family and whatever. And then
hard
it
not
gets
to.
to be too much, and then it gets to be a job. Then it gets to be
Yeah, I'm there now. 15 years. I mean, my wife
How did you get
Liz,
involved with boxing?
I had two
when
older
you were-
brothers. It was a matter of
So it
who's
was
going to get
survival.
the chicken wings.
It was survival.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
I had
There's
two
only
older
so much
sisters.
chicken
You weren't a
around.
boxer though. You weren't a boxer when you were a kid, like.
Yeah, I wish I had some pictures. I had a quick story. I was about a 9-year-old kid, and I remember riding my Schwinn sissy bar,
Sure.
chopper down to
Right.
Kirkup Lumber in Bayshore. I stole my mother's laundry bag, and I go to the man. I says, mister, is it okay if I get? I didn't have any money. I says, can I get some sawdust? I want to make a heavy bag. I had a bag, mounds of sawdust. I filled up that little case with sawdust. And I rode that bike home, and I started punching that bag.
That's Jack Dempsey style, right?
Wow.
Well, I mean, it was just, I wanted my own
Sure.
thing.
MacGyver
I
was
was the
Jack
I'm
Dempsey.
the youngest of four, so
Yeah.
the older brothers are already out,
Exciting to
scoping
get a
chicks
heavy
and what
bag
have
when
you.
you're young, right?
Very
Yeah,
cool.
but when I built a boxing ring in my backyard, I'll never forget my mother's.
Wow.
Hey Ray, we only got a few minutes.
Yeah.
Tell us about the
this
the
is
event that
important.
Paul's involved with and you're involved with.
So BCBA, as you can see, we brand ourselves BCBA, and this is our Veterans Affairs Service Center side of things. So we do things for our vets. One of our brother veterans is Frank Romeo. He's a dear friend of mine, and we're doing a fundraiser.
Hold on one second.
Do we have
Bobby, do we
don't
have
have
the
this.
flyer from Frank Romeo, the Walk with Frank? Right? Walk with
Frank. Bolton Center.
Yeah, if we have that flyer, could you throw it up? Go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
You got to talk to that man. He's a show unto himself. But we're going to do a day. Obviously, Paul is our go-to guy with any of these events. He'll host the whole thing. We have
He's a great host.
Yeah, we have music. Frank was instrumental in starting art therapy. He was one of the guys that came out of Vietnam and fell into using art as a means of therapeutic healing. So he's around. If you look at his website, walkwithfrank.org, go look at the video we're doing about his walk.
What's the website about again?
Walkwithfrank.org is all you have to know.
All right.
The event's going to be at Bolton Center on, I don't think you can get a shot of that.
No, you can't.
But that's going to be February 17th.
There we go.
Tickets are available. You go right to the Bolton Center website. Of course, we got a VIP package for $100. Paul's going to do some extra favors for us for those people.
Nice, good
For
boy.
$100
He just
what
found
can I
out.
get for $100?
He just
Just
found
found
out.
out.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you
Good
all
man.
about that.
You're a
That's
good
right.
man. Taking it for the
right.
team.
I have no idea.
$100 a
You
person.
get gloves.
right?
Don't worry, you get gloves.
Walkwithfrank.org. Go there.
Yeah, walkwithfrank.org. So we help all the whole veteran community, and he's going to be walking real quick down from Buffalo to Long Island to bring awareness to the
Starting when
PTSD.
did you say he's doing this?
He's starting in March.
Why?
I don't know.
Well,
Why?
by the time he's done, it'll be warm.
In the winter?
Yeah, if
In
we-
Buffalo?
yeah. He's out of his mind. He's,
he is
He's
out.
just locked in. He's, that's what he does.
Well, listen.
But he's going to do a documentary
Oh yeah,
during the
they're
walk.
filming that walk.
That's
Oh,
what
nice.
we're raising money for.
Nice,
We're raising
nice.
money for the filming of the
documentary.
documentary.
All right.
And he's going to talk to homeless vets on the way and talk about.
I think that comes under our Laughter
I
Saves
think
Lives
Laughter
premise.
Saves
I think
Lives
we
could,
can make a
some-
donation to that because we help cops, firemen, military who are struggling due to a tragedy.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think that we can
I
make
want
a
a new
donation.
heavy bag. I want a new heavy
You know,
bag
let's
in
talk
his gym.
afterwards. We'll figure out how we're
Yeah,
going to do that.
yeah, absolutely.
all
And
right,
once again,
anyway.
what is your website? The BC.
Ours is bcba.info, and everything is there for our Patriots boxing program. You'll find everything there. bcba.info.
And now people can donate to the
we are a
BCBA as well.
501c3.
501c3, yeah.
We are hand to mouth. We're all volunteers. We're hand to mouth. We take donations as well, but we're tight. We run a very lean operation. There's nothing.
Right.
We don't have a lot of expenses there, which is great.
So you're not going
All
to
right.
stay in Copag. Eventually, you're going to move. Or,
Well, we're looking at a
Okay.
building. We need to get our own place now. We're
Right.
trying to raise some money to try to get a building.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
we got 30 seconds. So
Awesome.
there it is. Walk with Frank. Sunday, February 17th, 4 to 6:30. Paul's emceeing the event.
Yep.
I'm sure he's going to be hysterical. Paul's
gonna be
always.
doing- yeah,
You
I'm
doing
gonna
any
be-
of your song? You going
I'm
to be doing
doing
any?
songs.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna
It's
be
going to
the
be a great
Fred
night.
in the show.
Great
And
night.
some special favors for $100.
Ray, we always say,
Find out what those are.
we wish we had more time. We'll have you
Right.
back. We're not
Yeah.
going to say that tonight, but we usually say that. It was a pleasure, seriously.
Come down to the gym, John. Come down to the gym.
I want to have him make a comeback. I want to have him
Yeah.
one round.
One
I
round.
gotta-
He's going to be waiting
nice
for me
of
outside. Let's go to Life Hack.
Yes, he.
Hang it.
I'm going to give her. Well,
All right,
This is a
Paulie,
life
move over
hack.
one, quick.
It's easy to
Steve,
use
you're gonna-
and
you're
save
gonna sit down.
life in an
Right.
airway
All right.
emergency.
See
Life
if
Hack
we
is
can fit you in.
proven
I
to
don't think
save
so.
lives, and it's as simple
I'm moving
as
over. You're moving over.
806.
Why?
Yes.
Quick.
I've had one
Why
in my
don't you just
kitchen
have them
and one
sit-
in my
because they
car.
want to sit together. You guys sit over there.
You want me to exit?
Choking
No.
is a
No.
leading
No.
cause of death.
Steve is gonna
5,000
sit
people
off
a
mic.
year die from choking. One child
And you guys
every
sit.
5 days.
Hurry up, the
And it
commercial's
can
almost
happen
over.
in just
Sit, sit.
4
We
minutes.
want to look
There's
professional.
no time to wait. If you have
You don't want
children
them in
in
the-
your
and-
home,
Yes, they're in. You
want
please
them-
they're in the
consider
picture.
your
No,
life
I meant
back today.
Over by you and then I'll
No,
move
no,
to
they're
the end.
fine. They're fine. They're fine.
like that.
And we're back. Life Back, saving lives. I think they saved another life this week. We'll have to call up Art and
We gotta
find
ask
out.
Arthur if what they're up to. They usually post it.
We're also going to be shooting our first commercial for MCM duct cleaning for Matt. HVAC systems, they do a great job cleaning ducts. MCM has expanded to both Nassau and Suffolk. Give Matty a call if you need duct cleaning, AC cleaning.
Listen, whether you think you need it or not, you need your
Let
duct.
him check it out. He's an honest guy. He's a great guy, and he's a big supporter of Laughter Saves Lives and the Green Lawn Fire Department. That's where I met Matt. And we're going to be doing a commercial. It's going to be really funny. Matt's going to love it. He's going to be in it. So we're back. We're back with our first repeat. Oh no, well you're not a guest really.
Right,
You're not a
right.
guest.
No, I'm not a guest today.
You're a co-host.
Yeah, you're kind
I'm
of. But
co-host.
you know what I'm saying.
Co-host.
Our first repeat guest. That's how impressed.
This is good.
No, I mean this. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I watch you on Facebook and I watch what you guys do, and I'm blown away with it. I need my kitchen done. Now, you know how small my kitchen is?
I
You know
do.
how small my kitchen is?
I do.
I asked them to come over, and I asked them, when you enter my house, because when
Yeah.
you walk right into the kitchen, walk slow, because if you walk too fast, you would have missed the
It'll be
kitchen.
gone.
Right.
You would have missed the kitchen.
It'll be gone.
And they walked in, and they said, sell the house.
No.
Right away.
Right.
I said, how bad is my kitchen? She says, sell the house.
What
Yeah.
were you thinking about this?
Yeah.
For a woman, the kitchen's got to be, that's like a center point for the woman.
Well, my wife.
Family, really. The family gathers in the kitchen.
Yeah,
and
but
there's
those
no
capes.
gathering unless
No,
they're
those
with
capes
my-
No.
were built not to have people in the kitchen.
No.
My
I don't think a lot of Italians.
my
do.
wife is very patient,
mother did.
and my bathroom is falling apart too, and they may help me with that or do something like that. So thanks for coming over the other day and taking a look at all that stuff. Give us an update. Now, you had an event that the snow really hampered. You lost a lot of
Yes.
stuff, donations. What was that event again, and have you recovered from that?
That's our charity yard sale that we hold once a month from April through November. We not only recovered, but we are completely inundated and overwhelmed with donations. We come home every day. Like, we'll come home tonight, and our porch will be full to the point that you can barely get in your house.
Where are you putting
Wow.
all this stuff? But you know why? You know why?
So-
Here's why, Vinny. Can I call you Vinny?
Please do.
Here's and what's funny because I said Jeannie's going to be on tonight, and she put her on. And Vinny.
You always leave me out.
I know.
don't
I'm
what's
sorry.
going on.
I'm
You don't-
sorry.
I
When you,
understand she's beautiful, but
she's
No
when you have-
disrespect, right?
Yeah, no disrespect.
Well, Vinny, you don't do that.
No, Vinny and Gina. The way that she is on Facebook, and not only what you guys do, which is amazing. I want to steal her for Laughter Saves Lives.
I know.
Not Vinny, not that you're not, but
I understand.
she's awesome, and that's why you're getting all those these donations. It's because of the work that you do and the way that you approach it. And we at Laughter Saves Lives are so excited to be affiliated a little bit with you guys, and we want to have a Laughter Saves Lives Day. We come out and we help them.
Listen,
on a
I
side-
can't wait to clean out my basement because it's all coming to your house.
Yeah, remind our audience again what you do with your charity.
All right, well, listen,
sir.
our charity started, we're licensed contractors for 15 years. So we've been in homes in Nassau County, Suffolk County, New York City. We've seen firsthand the struggles that these families had. So we were donating our time, doing home repairs for them. They couldn't afford it. They
And
were
you did it anyway.
They were
Yep.
barely paying us, and they had so much more work that needed in this house. So we like, you know what? We'll take care of it. This is what we do.
And that's kind of what I want done in my house. That's
We
why I have
got
you
you
back.
covered on this.
For charity.
That's why, I'm hoping for
Charity
some
cause.
charity.
So we,
So you guys-
He's on a fixed income now that he's retired.
So
we renovate homes for families that have disabilities that can't afford to, renovate their homes themselves.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And people ask us, they ask us all the time, why did your heart into this so much? You know why? Because our families grew up with these disabilities, these struggles that these families face. We've gone through it already. So to help them out, it's a no-brainer. Why not?
And it's I probably said it before, and it's like what Paul does with his passion is with the cats, and he helps them through the winter, and he's feeding them, and he's out there in the cold. And there's only so much time that we have, and to donate your time, to do what he does, to do what you do, to do what Ray does, there's no feeling like that. We go to the Veterans Hospital, and we leave there. You did something good, and there's no matter how much money you have, and I would like to have a lot more money. I need a lot more money, but there's no feeling like that.
No.
There's no
There
feeling
really
like that.
isn't.
You
There
can't
really
explain
isn't.
that.
No.
So now, okay, so you picked up, you made it back from that event. What are you working on right now? Are you renovating any homes right now?
Right now, we're in the process. We're down to our final two homes that are going to get help either way. It's a matter of logistics. Who's going to get help first? But we're down to 2 out of hundreds. So to get down to 2.
Am I one of the two?
Wow.
Am I one of the two?
Yours wasn't that bad.
You're close.
All right.
Wait,
Your
wait,
disability is what?
Yes.
Laziness?
Yeah.
Or your act? Which
Where-
one is it? Is it?
My daughter's boyfriend, my window in the living room, my wife she opens the window and she almost every time for 3 years. And he came in this afternoon, he went, creak, creak, with a little oil. Things go,
Oh.
it just goes to
It's
show
called
you.
WD-40, John.
I'm very handy.
That's what my wife said. I do things after 3 years. Like
Yeah.
she'll complain about something. I'm the 3-year
I'm
guy.
bad. I'm bad.
See, but the thing is, I don't have to wait because I can do it myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are amazing.
Which gives me
I'm
a
going to
break.
kick
This is
somebody
does
else
give
on
you a
my
break.
own.
So what's your next fundraising coming up? Is it the comedy show?
Yes, it is.
It is.
It is, and we're very, very excited about that.
We are too.
I'm very excited.
When is
about
that date again?
That is.
That
March
show.
22nd, I
Do we?
believe.
Oh, you did make the flyer.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the flyer here yet. Shoot.
It's
It's
okay.
March 22nd. You know what's and Paul's sitting right next to me. And I'd love to have Paul on every show. I'd love to have Frank on every show. And
Why
you
don't
try Patty G. I'd like to have him on the show once a year. You know,
I'm like, yeah, I'm
you
like-
try to. It's like anything else. People are always asking, "Can I be on the show? Can I be on the show?" And you try to balance it out.
Yeah.
We got Mike Calcagno on the
Yeah.
show. He's one of the comics.
And Ellen.
Mike has done the Veterans Hospital now probably 3 times between Northport and St. Albans. And I don't forget stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think we have Sandy on the show, do we not?
Ellen.
Sandy Ellers.
Oh, we have Ellen. We have Ellen. Ellen Karras. All right.
Ellen
Ellen again,
Karras, who friended-
sweetheart. You know, so it's so
Nice girl.
hard to balance the shows out with,
Yeah.
you know, you want to, I think do I have you on that show yet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
See his
but
picture? I don't believe so.
how many comics did we put on there? How many
So
comics?
far, there's 4, including you.
Including who?
You.
I am a comic, you know.
I know.
What was it? What, was that a little dig, you
I
think?
don't know.
Because
I kind of turned away from it. I got a little embarrassed.
there we go.
You're just a good-looking host.
There's 4 and you.
And you. No.
We're throwing you in.
Including.
Oh, it's very generous of you to
Including-
include him in the
I
comics.
included
More than
him.
5 minutes, right? We're gonna do.
Well, yeah, I'm doing my 5 minutes. Yeah.
Hopefully, I will have worked with him before that. Yeah.
Right, he's going to do his first 5 minutes, the other 35.
I think Patty G's going to be on that show. Patty,
Yeah.
we're going to give Patty.
show?
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah, you just didn't tell me when.
Well, we're going to tell you another date. You know, we're going
Right.
to make a mistake on a date, and then you're going to say.
And it'll be like his birthday.
And then I'm going to
It'll be like his birthday party.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot,
Patty,
I
we
screwed
forgot
up.
to.
Oh my God.
John's headlining?
I don't know yet. I don't know
Who made the
yet.
cut here? Who made the
If Paul
cut?
works with me before then, maybe. Okay, so great. So we got the comedy show coming up.
Yeah.
Where is the show?
The show is in Franklin Square. Oh God, this is
The
pressure.
name of the hall?
It's the VFW Post
Don't worry.
2718.
Okay, you
she's
look
good.
good.
She's
Good.
good.
I'm good. I'm good.
No idea.
And
up
we
for it.
just
Find
got
those
like
numbers.
I would've just
the coolest thing happened to us today. We are actually going to be raffling off a cruise.
Nice.
See what I mean? What did we raffle off? A broken Fitbit.
If it's Tom, count me in. If it's
a
Tom.
cruise.
Cruise for 2 to the Bahamas on Royal Caribbean.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
a good cruise.
My friend's a comic.
I was
works
just
on
gonna.
that.
Which
Yeah.
one? Which
I
one?
think John DeCroster.
What?
John DeCroster.
The Cruster or the
Not the rest.
Resta?
Everyone gets those confused.
All right.
Because DeCruster and DeRisa sound the same.
I thought he was playing, with the name. I thought he was playing with the name.
Yeah.
Greg Vac, too.
So what? Do you have any other raffles?
We have a TV.
Big
I've
screen,
been
small
working
screen,
really hard.
what?
Big screen.
Big screen.
And a whole bunch of other stuff. We have like some real
think we're
top-notch
doing,
restaurants. I'm pounding the pavement, getting all this stuff going
From
on top of
Seinfeld,
everything
the
else.
autograph from the Soup Nazi.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
Soup Nazi. We have
Oh,
Soup Nazi. We have
Seinfeld.
memorabilia. We're gonna have sports memorabilia. So I'm working it. It's gonna turn out to be a really great event between you guys and then all the raffles, and it's gonna have a good time.
We can announce your flea market in the spring.
Yes, April.
Oh, that's Patty G
yeah.
off mic talking
Yes.
about their flea
Thank
market.
you, thank
Because you're
you.
not mic'd up, right? Flea
Yeah.
market.
That's gone to a whole nother level.
Yeah, let's talk
because-
about how did you start that?
Whew, that was
What
a
made you think of it? Doesn't
fluke
sound like an easy
thing.
event.
not.
No, it's not. It's become he just found pictures of our first.
You know what I call
yard
it?
sale.
I'm very bad. Crap sales. I'm sorry.
Well-
Normally, but you have good stuff.
Okay.
But
We have brand new stuff.
Oh.
I just got 4 bags of ladies and tailor clothes with tags on them. Shoes, everything.
Takes good care of us.
They
now-
do.
who put the tags on?
I do that as a baby.
Was it Vinny?
That's
You
in
don't
the basement.
understand.
So
No,
this,
we had to take the tags off so no alarms would go
Right.
off before we got them out of the store.
Don't
worry
worry
about
about we get the clothes.
Did they fall off
So,
the truck?
so these aren't people renting tables and selling their stuff.
Oh, no.
You're
This is
selling
all donations.
it's all donations. So
We-
it's
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Who sells the stuff that day? You have a lot of volunteers.
We need more, because it's grown. I mean, now he's talking about
Hey,
because
hey,
his mother owns the house across the street. We're talking about possibly moving a section of it, like the
Knocking
whole
her out of the house.
clothing
Take
thing,
over the whole block.
Push her
to
right out.
to that side and leaving all the
Why
merchandise on
don't
the
you
side.
have a Laughter Saves Lives comic on the mic talking to people when they come in? We could rotate, having some fun with them, maybe doing a raffle or a 50-50 or whatever.
awesome.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be awesome because we're thinking of doing something for the
Or do an
the very
auction.
first
Hey, we got it.
Yeah, have some fun
I
with
got fired
people.
off. Hold on, fired off.
We
Hold on,
have
fired
some
off.
crazy stuff. We've been cleaning out, like we've been getting some of our regular donors will contact us and say, hey, we're cleaning out my mother's house, we're cleaning out this house. So now it's like an estate sale. We have
Right.
very, very high-end antiques, high-end merchandise, brand new stuff. It's unbelievable what we've been
You
receiving.
won't catch me there.
Now on another note, you don't do clean-outs. Like a lot of times, as a real estate agent, people say, well, we got to get rid of all this stuff. Do you know what anyone that does tag sales or estate sales?
They're trying.
How did you get us involved in that, Gina?
She did
Oh,
that?
yes. I just wanted this to be easy, simple.
Because
But now
everybody
we're-
says to me, we have all this stuff, and
Vinny's
I need
having
somebody.
problems with this, Gina.
Now
Vinny's
we're
having
going into
problems.
homes cleaning them out.
Well, no,
Let's
we're
talk about
not.
this. You want to sit on this side now?
Okay,
Gina?
okay, we're
But what
not.
happens is everybody says to me, do you know someone that you can trust because we have this stuff and we want to sell
Okay.
it, but we don't want to be, people say, oh, here's $2 for something that's worth
embarrassed.
$2.
Gina doesn't turn down
No,
too many
no,
things.
no.
Let me tell
Let
you.
me explain. This isn't what it seems. This is a person. We did this for one person. This woman has been. She started off with us when we had just started these yard sales. She came to us. She was our very first donor. This woman gave us so many beautiful things, and she's disabled. And she said, Gina, I have my mom's house that I'm trying to sell and clean out in East Meadow. She said, I can't do this myself. This house is humongous. She's got stuff from like the early 1900s, late 1800s, beautiful things. And I said, all right, guys, we're dead right now. Our volunteers are asking us, what are we doing? We aren't starting the next family yet. Let's help this woman.
Yeah,
She
we're
needs help.
dead for the next half day, honey. We got nothing to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's
Let's go clean out this.
I can't.
How long were you dead for?
So she needed. I'm never dead. I'm always
Well, that's what
working.
I'm saying. It's,
She really needed
so
help.
you, so people went to her house to buy stuff.
No.
We cleaned it out for her.
Why couldn't you do like a?
We're in the process
What do you
of.
call it?
Well,
that's-
estate sale, yeah.
That's
Something
kind
like
of what I
that.
was asking, because that's what
Sell
people
it
ask
right
me.
there, right?
Do you
Would that
do
be
it?
easier?
Because they're always asking me, do you have someone that will
Right in the
clean
mouth.
out, not just clean out, but will do the estate sale for them or buy the stuff from them? I know you look for donations,
Yeah.
but they're always looking for people that'll buy the stuff and
I'm going to be honest. I
Please.
don't want to get into that realm because I'm already running an eBay store, which I just started for our charity with some of the good donations. We're now helping some people that are disabled if they need to clean out clutter or their home, and we're trying to help the people that not that there aren't people that need it, but the people that genuinely cannot do it. Like this woman has got she's had spine fusion. She cannot do it. And she's left with her whole family stuff. So we said, all right. Well, I said.
John, you know how there's no
guess
turning
what I
this
got
down.
You said, all right. In the background, you heard Vinny go,
Yeah.
"Holy
I get
crap!"
the feeling there's never a we. There's never a we said.
but it's never a voluntary.
It's Vinny going.
He has dragged me into some
I've
serious
got her in
crap.
different situations, but
She says all right. He goes.
Some
okay.
serious
You
crap.
can't say anything
Yeah.
now, Vinny.
you know
that's
what? We're
why.
a team, and whatever she's gonna get us involved in, or opposite, I'm gonna do it.
He's the one that woke up with the idea. Let's start a charity.
You know, yeah.
And I said, sure.
But he probably said, "Let's start a charity. We can do
One.
a little thing here, and we'll do this." And
Right.
Gina went,
Well, that's how everything happens.
I
It
wanted a
starts-
small project, like your bathroom, a small project. I said, let's start it off, no big deal.
like my
We-
bathroom.
We went into a whole house.
Go big or go
Redo. Outside, inside,
big or
everything.
go
It's the only way to do it.
But you know what?
You couldn't walk away from the family.
But
that
do you use volunteers on your projects to do like legwork, and where they have to be
well,
carpenters and
someone to learn how
to do
to.
clean
because
up.
I can't even oil the window.
Exactly. To do
Yeah.
clean up.
I clean up.
To
Go out for lunch.
yes, gophers. We always need gophers.
Maybe do some demo, maybe.
Some
Yeah, I can do.
demo.
Oh, I can do
They are.
demo.
But
But otherwise, it's
I
just
demoed
us.
my house and it wasn't.
it's
that's it.
mostly skilled labor.
Yeah.
It is us because we want to put out a product that we would give a paying customer. And no offense to people that are not
No,
skilled.
you. I'm the same way. If we're doing a show and the budget isn't there, or it's a charity, I want to put on the A show. I don't want people to leave and go, oh well, it was a ride.
You get the same product whether you pay,
Yes.
Exactly.
no matter what you pay.
These
That's
families
how it
deserve
should be.
that.
maybe not
Yeah.
the same exact product, but a good product.
Yes.
All right, so.
A good. I mean, I can't afford Paul anymore. I can't afford this guy.
So now, if people want to make
beef.
donations, obviously monetary donations are always the best.
Yes.
But if they want to donate items from their home, obviously you don't want just people cleaning out their basement and dumping it on your lawn.
We take just
You know,
about
be
anything.
Careful because
No, but I'll explain. We do have a donation list that can be found on our Facebook page. Facebook.com.
What is the Facebook page?
Rescuing Families. It's very simple.
rescuing families.
Rescuing
families.
So
families.
you're the opposite of American pickers. You're American takers.
right.
You just take it.
Because I'll be honest with you, we take it, and then what we've been doing, because I got us involved in something else,
Wait, Vinny's finding out right now.
He's just finding out.
Vinny's
Right.
just finding out.
He didn't
you sure?
see the look.
Yeah, you thought it was white before. Look at that.
No.
All right, go for
We
it.
take
Let's see.
went like
items.
Look at my reaction, but I
People
really
take
know about
items.
this.
Tasty.
And
That's
we
what.
work with other charities on Long Island. We help the homeless and animal charities. And so whatever, yes, we will exchange whatever we can't use or sell. We donated a whole bunch of stuff to the homeless, to the kids.
Okay,
So
so-
whatever we can't use, we filter it out to other organizations to
Awesome.
use.
That's very good.
Okay, great.
You know, I found what after Sandy, I was volunteering at St. Vincent's de Paul. I was going back and forth to Long Beach, and they couldn't use any more clothes. Like people would. So it's important to have the list or whatever. You don't want people just dropping stuff
Right,
off and
right.
saying, "Well, you know, we don't need this really." You know,
Everyone's
Just
biggest drop off is clothes,
Clothing.
and
old clothes though,
sometimes
I
when
go
we get the new
through
ones.
every bag.
because that's what my wife says to me.
Every
Do
bag I
not
go
bring
through.
anything to the church that you wouldn't wear.
Exactly.
You know, that you
Ripped,
wouldn't wear.
stained.
You're right.
You know, it's not fair just because people take the attitude, well, they don't have anything, so something's
They
better
gotta
than
feel good
nothing.
about
Or they
themselves.
look at it and say, well, here's a place to clean out my closets and my
Yeah.
basements
Right.
and dump it
Which,
at
I mean, people mean well, so I don't want to,
Right.
but if you wouldn't wear it yourself,
Right.
or you wouldn't put it on your child, you don't want to put it on someone
It's
else's
different
child.
if it's too big, it's too small.
Yeah, that's why I got rid
That's
of all my
different.
Met shirts.
You know,
Yankee fan, so
in the
I
end
don't-
here, the
You're a Yankee fan too? Vinny,
Oh, yeah.
You a Yankee fan?
Yeah, sorry, you're out.
You're a Yankee fan too.
That's right. You are the oddball.
Sando's the
So,
Santo, yeah.
Just exploded.
He's at home with his
He's watching.
He's at home with his med underwear right now with
Right.
ice cream sitting on the couch.
Right, he's watching.
Funny.
but
Was he watching?
He's watching.
Oh.
the main goal is we need quality products to sell that people
Right.
want
Right.
to raise money for these families.
right.
If we get products that are ripped or damaged, we can't sell it. Honestly.
And you get some good stuff. Let's go on the other end of it. I'm looking to save money. I don't have a lot of money. I want to get some clothes. I want to get some furniture, whatever.
And you're just
I could
cheap.
get something at a good price that's
Oh
pretty
my
quality.
God, yeah.
And do you list everything on the computer, or only the big stuff? Do you list big stuff on the site, or?
we're trying not to kill her.
No,
Yeah,
please.
Only the
Why?
big stuff. Only the big stuff. Only stuff
Only the
that's
big
gonna generate us, money.
When's
for
your next?
projects.
Because it's the winter now. When's your next?
We're pushing, it's usually the second week of every month, so it's probably the second week of April
Yeah.
that we're planning on it. I'm going to start to kind of do the logistics of it and figure it out.
All right. Get us the dates.
I will.
Get us the dates. My daughter will love to come to this because she's into
Yeah.
thrifting now.
Oh,
and
man.
She would love
she
it.
likes to buy, apparently vinyl is back in style. So
Yes,
she got
yes.
her, a record player and now she's looking for all the old
That's
records.
cool. I like
and
that
she's-
you got her.
And now she's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it is cool.
because we went to the thrift store last
My
week
daughter-
and she
my-
bought
my oldest one has
a
the
Fleetwood
record
Mac
player.
album. She's like,
Really?
oh, I love Fleetwood Mac. And I'm like,
Oh
you
my
know.
God, that's
I got all
awesome.
my records in the attic.
I just regret that
Yes,
when we cleaned
that's
out all the
awesome.
stuff from my mother's house, I threw a lot of my
This is-
records away. But
This is not like any other one you guys have seen. Every tent is categorized. So you might have all
Departments.
kitchen, you'll have all clothing tent.
Oh,
you
yeah.
might
Take
have
car
all your
parts.
home
I was a
improvement
retail
tent.
girl.
you take
You'll
car
have-
parts because
so-
I have
We
some
do.
old.
You're good. We do.
No, I'm serious.
No,
I have.
we do. We take
I have.
everything.
yeah.
I have
Surprise.
some old parts for a 70 GTO.
We do.
That I'd
Oh,
like
yeah.
to get
You'd
rid
be
of.
surprised what we sell. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
we have the whole clothing tent is, people come in and they're like, it's like Marshalls.
is.
I set it up according to, women's.
And where do you
men's,
have
this,
it?
that.
Where's the?
It is at 1010 Lewiston Street in Franklin Square, New York. It is at our home.
Well, it was nice. It was nice having you guys back again. Bobby, do we have time to throw up the flyer for the 29th again? Mepham. If not, no big deal.
That's amazing.
Anything we
what you
can
guys
do. We're excited
Very
about the
nice.
comedy
There
show.
it is. There it is.
We're excited about the comedy. No, that's not it.
That's
We're
not
excited
it.
about the comedy show. The one on the 29th.
There it is. That it?
Getting closer.
No, that one's done.
no,
No, one more. No. That's all right. Mepham High School, Belmore Theater upstairs, the Loft. It's going to be a fun show.
That sounds cool.
Benefiting the Mepham. I'm trying to remember what the PTA is called, but it's for the kids in drama and the visual arts. Really, really cool PTA. Let these kids shine a little bit.
Yeah.
My kids did it for 16 years in high school, 8 years in junior high. So that's 16 plus 8, 24 years. 22 years? 22 years.
That's why it took them that long to get out of high school.
Yeah. Let's thank Gina and Vinny.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you to Ray.
Nice to meet you guys too.
And John and I will be on a show.
We will be. Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
God, say good.
That is February 7th. It's Mateo's, and that's also in Westbury. And
is
with
that for?
Rob Altman.
What is that for?
Rob Albee. That's just a comedy show.
Mateo-
Just a comedy show.
Just doing a comedy show.
All right,
cool.
thank you very
Sean's
much,
gonna prove
people.
himself.
Thanks for Patty G for coming out tonight. We didn't get
And
him
staying
on.
silent.
What's that?
And staying silent.
And staying silent. We are off to the Massapequa Diner. Good night, everybody. Good
night.
Laughter saves lives.
Ah.
Good show. Oh yeah, we'll be there. My daughter will love that.
What is, yeah, we got dates to that. What day of the week is that on?
Old leather gloves,
Saturday and Sunday.
slapping in hands.
We gotta get out of here quick.
Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer that circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball, play ball. Take off the caps, time for the song.